Say, man, it's Treetop Radio LA. Treetop Radio LA, man, I appreciate you guys tapping in each and every Tuesday to my show. Make sure y'all follow me on my YouTube channel. That's Treetop Radio LA, or you can space it out, Treetop Radio LA. You can follow, like, subscribe, and share. Every time I go live, you'll get a notification. I do marketing for artists, brands, and businesses. You can contact me on my Instagram page. That's Treetop Radio. That's Treetop_Radio LA. Make sure y'all holler at me, man. I got good deals. I do video editing as well. I do photography for any type of events. Just let me know. Peace and blessings, family. Have you experienced pain in your life? The definition of pain is physical discomfort caused by illness or injury. Did you know that we can physically feel pain based on the injury we've caused ourselves or someone has caused us? Pain is a receptor that shows us that we're human. Don't allow the pain that you've caused someone or someone has caused you to define who you are. Pain is just a roadmap to success. Without pain, how can you know what you can endure? Pain is a form of suffering. If you're unable to suffer, then you're unable to get through the pain. Sometimes in life, things happen that is out of our control. Recently in my life, I've experienced pain and I've caused pain to others. As a person striving for righteousness and striving to be a better version of myself, I have to heal within myself. And I have to know that the injury or the pain that I've sustained is only temporary. God is forever. And if you give your pain and your struggle to Him, He will relieve you and heal you immediately. Don't let pain define who you are. Peace. So, it's Thanksgiving. My mother just cooked a massive Thanksgiving meal. I mean, grilled turkey stuffing, cabbage, seafood macaroni. It's banging. It's smacking. She done got me from Baltimore with my dummies, you feel me? Now, at the end of the Christmas dinner, you feel me? You know how people want to get food to go, you know? And we didn't really have a lot of people here. It was just me, my mother, my brother, and one of my mother friends, right? So I'm not gonna lie. I was being greedy. All right. I didn't do nothing with malice. I was just being greedy. So I came upstairs and I took both the turkey legs and I put them in my to-go trays. Now my brother come behind me. He think he about to get a turkey leg. They gone. He blow up like the Grinch. You took both the turkey legs. I'm like, bro, you can have one of the turkey legs. I got it right here. He's like, no, you're selfish. So to this day, right now, my brother hate me over 2 turkey legs. True story. Hey, I just wanted to come to you. I am your boss. When you first start out, fellas, as a witty bitty little boy, your balls look like me, small, pushing out all the pee. But guess what happens, fellas? When you get older, I expand real big. It's not a good thing. It's a sign that you may possibly have prostate cancer. Fellas, prostate cancer is a real thing. Get them big balls checked out. Signing out. Your little balls. Oh shit. Hold on, give me a second. Hold on. Treetop Radio, man. We are broadcasting live in Baltimore, Maryland, man, via Los Angeles, California. I'm your host, Big Homie Smiles. You feel me? I'm the best host in the world. I'm the best interviewer in the world, man. If you ain't came and got an interview from your girl, Treetop Radio LA, man, you're losing it. You're tripping. Come on this way, man. Come get you a seat. And we gonna have us a good time. You feel me? I want to thank all my audience members, man. Thank all of my subscribers. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Whether it's one or none, whether it's 2 or a few, you know, I appreciate you. I want everybody to extend their arms, extend your arms real wide, and give yourself a big hug. Hug yourself because you deserve it, and I'm proud of you. All right. Hey, make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe to my Instagram channel. That's Big Homie _Smiles, backup page 41. Make sure y'all go tap in with my co-host. That's the Black Corn Man of LA. He's the only elote man in the world. Black elote man in the world. You hear me? He's the only black elote man in the world. Make sure y'all go follow him on Instagram. That's Black _Corn _man _LA. You feel me? When he tap in, he usually pulling up in something foreign. You feel me? Out there in LA, and I got my manager out there. She gonna give me a call when he get in. He ain't get in yet? Oh, he in the back. All right, what he pull up in? Oh, my man got the Ferrari. What, the 2024 joint? Damn! My man got the 2024 Ferrari. He got that joint wrapped in the Black Corn Man shit. We about to break him on in a little bit. All right, now if this is your first time tapping in, usually how my shows go is I get a topic from God. God tell me a topic, and I go with that topic, and it's something inspirational to uplift our community. And I always have a story to go with the topic. Sometimes the story don't go with the topic, but we're going to see how it go this time. Now, the title of this topic is called Live by the Sword, Die by the Sword. Now, before we get into it, though, I just want to give a big shout out to my dog, RG Simba, man. Make sure y'all go tap in with him on Instagram. My man is home free. He been putting out that pressure, that straight Crankington, you feel me? He just dropped Coming With Extra, and my man Coming With Extra. He say he heard the trap is infested. Rats, peasants, you feel me? He say you spit in a car, you gonna die with friends. Boy, you got the bars of that joint. Go tap in with him, man. On YouTube, you can find him at RG Simba, man. Hey, free Cuter Food too, man. He dropped that GQ, that joint Torch. If you ain't hip to Cuter Food in the Torch ass song GQ and Pray On Me,
You need to check it out. And matter of fact, just check out his whole album, Home Detention. He just dropped that shit, man. Free Q the Fool. He got his man. Oh yeah, shout out to my man. Stay Down Rico. He with Rich Shooters. He a Rich Shooter affiliate, man. He just coming out with some pressure too. He got some shit coming on. So we gonna tap in with him. But the purpose of the topic though. Oh, hold up. I'm smacked. Sorry, y'all. I gotta tell a story. Okay, so this is a true story. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. The name of the story though is called Shitty Bird. I know y'all like Shitty Bird. All right, so when I was in school, right, I was pretty popular in college. And I went to a HBCU. Shout out to Johnson C. Smith. JCSU. So shout out to Johnson C. Smith right there on Beatty's Road. If you know, you know, you feel me? And so it was this one particular time, it was a party, or I think it might have been after a party or something like that. And everybody where the area that I'm from is the DC, PG County, Virginia area. We held down this tree. We call it the DC tree. Everybody on campus called that joint the DC tree. And if you went to Smith, you know about the DC tree, and you know what, yeah, secret society, and we put shit down on the campus. I know we supposed to be going there to learn, but when you go to a black college, shit turned into the hood. So, but niggas, yeah, we was stamped on Johnson C. Smith campus. And so me and my man Butter, we the go-to people when some shit go down, right? So when some wild shit go down, they know we gonna size it. I'm definitely bringing out my camera off bucks. You feel me? So on campus, me and my man Butter was the people to go to. So this particular time, this girl, she was from New York and shit, and she was drunk as shit. I don't know where she was at, but she was drunk as shit. So all I know, me and my man Butter, we outside. It's late as shit at night. We trapping outside Smith in front of Greenfield under the tree. So somebody come outside. I don't know who it was that came outside. They was like, Smiles, Butter, Strawberry shitted on herself. We like, oh no. So I had a flip phone. I flipped that joint out, put on the camera. See, I wish Instagram was out when I was in school, because I'd have been viral. I had some viral shit happen. So I pulled out the camera and shit. So we going Greenfield. They're like, come on. I'm telling my man, but I'm like, oh shit, I'm about to record this. I'm about to send this shit to everybody. So we get down there, we get down to her room, and we see shit though. We see shit coming up the hallway. It's all on the wall and shit. And we get to the room. I get to the room, I'm like, Mo, why was a bunch of pee and shit in the shit, bro? She was in that joint throw, bro. She was in that joint throw. Now I run back outside. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta send this shit to everybody. So the next day though, all we kept calling the girl, her name was Strawberry, her nickname was Strawberry. Why they called her Strawberry, I don't know. But next thing, me and Butter, we was like, man, we gonna start calling her Shitty Bird. And everybody on campus gonna go with it. And so we called her Shitty Bird, and that was the end of that story. But the reason why she got that fire like that is because she was always talking shit. Like, she was always putting out that negative energy. Like, she was always in some shit. She was always starting some shit, running her fucking mouth. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we everybody at the end of the day end up squashing the shit. I think she wanted to transfer, but people got her to stay and shit. But the more that story is, the energy you put out is the energy you're gonna get back. So she was putting out all that negative energy. She got that shit back, and she was being called Shitty Bird, and everybody kept making shit jokes like, damn, this shit is tough every time she I mean, it may not be funny right now as I'm telling it to y'all because y'all wasn't there, but the shit was funny. All right, so let's get into it. So the topic of my story is live by the sword, die by the sword. Now, the purpose of this topic is basically for my audience to understand that when you are putting this negative energy out in the world, the negative energy is going to come back to you, especially if you are somebody that's in this type of lifestyle of criminality, being in the streets. Because when you're in the streets, you're a criminal. So when you're in the streets, you putting out that energy, you talking about guns and shooting people, guess what? That's the energy that's gonna come back to you. And I don't think that we understand it fully. But my manager just told me he pulled it up. All right, did he get the 93? All right. Tell Keisha to join with the big butt and Krayshawn, bring him in. All right, coming to the stage, my dog, my boy, the only black core man in the world, Black Corbin!
Keisha!
Black
Keisha
fuck you
with the
doing?
big bad, come on!
In this bitch, man, what it do, fool?
What's the deal, hey?
What's going on? I see you out there looking real California, yeah. You feel
Come
me?
on, man. Got to be chilling. It's hot out this bitch today.
Man, I know it's like 102 out that bitch.
Man, it's hot. It's crazy. I'm inside now with the AC blasting, but we still, comfortable.
Getting to it, you already know. So the topic of the day is live by the sword, die by the sword. And so basically, this is like a hot topic because I was looking at something on YouTube and God was like, live by the sword, die by the sword. So because of the specific thing that I was looking at. So basically, I was looking at this joint on YouTube with J Hood, and shout out to J Hood from Chicago. He was on No Jumper, and he was basically talking about how, the energy that, that certain rappers put out there in their music is the energy they get back, and that you can't expect, peace to come to you if you are putting out constant negativity. And I don't think that we understand that, you have to manifest and kind of cultivate the type of reality that you want in life and the type of people that you want to be surrounding you. And even if you are in the streets and you no longer in the streets and you trying to push in a different direction, you still have to cultivate the mindset of, change, because sometimes people around you don't want change. They want you to stay the same and they want to stay the same. What you think about that?
Man, I think that I agree completely, but I think we be cheating the rappers a lot of times. Like, a lot of these rappers really do come from the streets. It's like niggas that's in the streets and ain't getting no money, ain't giving up the street life. So niggas that's getting money, like, if I'm making money off this shit, what made me think I want to change? Like, even if I know I need to change, I'm not in this. What you say?
People tend to, when we classify. So first of all, I think that we got to classify what we consider in the streets, right? So in my opinion, it's different levels of what people in our Black culture consider the streets, and then what the world see as what we call the streets. So when we say the streets, the struggle, that's somebody maybe who has a mom that's on crack, a dad that's a street dealer, and he's locked up, he's in the penitentiary or in and out of the penitentiary. So the children in that situation have to go live maybe with a grandmother who maybe are taking care of other siblings or cousins that got parents doing the same shit. So those kids have to result in trying to take care of themselves. And in the process of doing that, they have to sell drugs. And when you get started in the game trying to just take care of yourself, then it becomes a situation where, okay, I'm in this. I know I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm making money for myself. But you're not doing what's necessary to put that money in a situation where you don't got to do it at a certain point in your life. You just going through the money, you know what I'm saying? Because it's fast, it's quick. But then you got the other type of street where people are just in an environment where that it surrounds them, and they put themselves in a situation when it comes to selling drugs or doing illegal activities to get money.
But I want to say, even the people that put themselves in this, so one is street and one is you just grew up in the hood. You feel me? Like, that's the difference I see right there. Like, if you from the streets or you just grew up in the hood. But even the people that grew up in the hood don't really see other avenues to not continue living in the hood. They usually go towards the street because they like, okay, this is going to allow me to be successful or be some kind of hood star, at least out here in the hood, where my parents, even if my parents ain't into no bullshit street shit, this is what I'm around, and this will put me in a better situation than what my parents are in. And that's the thinking, at least I feel like, that they like, okay, I'm from the hood but not street, but being street will put me in a better situation than just being from the hood and not having shit anyways.
Yeah, but then when you involve yourself in the streets, you technically saying I'm gonna be a criminal in order to get to the next level. Which in some cases, I guess that's what the United States teaches you to, because in some
Everything that's
places,
illegal ain't wrong though. So just because the law says I shouldn't be doing this shit, don't mean it's wrong. I mean, some stuff is wrong, but everything that's illegal ain't wrong. So it's like, all right, I'm finessing the system the same way the system finessing me now out here, and so I'm labeled as being in the streets. I'm trying to eat. I mean, shit.
but it's other avenues to you eating now. Even if
Yeah,
you do get in
yeah,
the
but,
street,
but I'm watching everybody else that's doing those other avenues, and they hungry and hating their life. So what am I supposed to? I'm in a hurry to go hate my life and be hungry still too, or at least I'm gonna enjoy this shit if I'm gonna be hungry too.
okay, I feel that. I feel that. But if you are okay for artists too, so for artists that's rapping about, killing people and getting revenge, how do we expect to progress as a culture if we want to live on, this cultural? So how does this because they got this no telling thing, right? So I'm gonna give you my opinion on it.
Yeah, but everybody telling that shit been since the mom didn't stop being real. Everybody snitching. They ain't on that shit. And niggas in the mob was snitching too. As a matter of fact, that shit no thing went down. Boo. Everybody snitching. Niggas ain't even seeing no real time and just get to talking like, hold on, wait a minute, man. What the fuck?
Yeah, now I don't believe in, if you involved in criminal activities and you telling, that's horrible. But I feel like if you're a civilian and you witness something and you tell, they know the world can't label you a snitch because you're a civilian not living to what people who doing criminal activity are holding themselves to a code. Now, if you feel morally as a civilian, hey, I'm not gonna say nothing because that's what I feel morally, then fine.
I think that should be a thing though, because it's more like, I mean, in certain instances, all right. Like if your cousin just died, I mean, fuck it, that's your shit. You're not, like you said, you're not in the streets. You're not in the streets. But it's more like I'm not gonna tell to the same system that's gonna fuck me to somebody else to let them fuck them. Like, nah, I'm not doing that.
Okay, I see what you're saying in that sense. You're saying
It's fuck the system over everybody else. Like, oh, fuck the system. My issue, it don't even be with individual racist white people. My problem is the system. The system fucked up. So why the fuck am I going to go to this system that would literally, if anybody suggested I did some shit, fuck me over to go tell on somebody else? Especially a lot of the times people don't even be 100% sure what they snitching about. They just be running their mouth on rumors. Like, okay, I think this was going on, or I think he did this because he was like, nah, shut your fucking mouth.
right, you right. Because at the end of the day, the white people that you going to tell to don't give two fucks about you. They just try and close the case, and then they're not gonna care about your life. At the end of the day, they just want the story.
They just want another nigga. That's it. We just need to put somebody else in the chains.
Right. So what about this YW Melly shit? Is he living by the sword and dying by the sword? Because in the eyes of the law, he is a psychopath and he killed his two best friends. I don't think that he killed them. I don't know.
I honestly don't know. He be looking real happy in the courtroom. That's all I see.
But people emotions, you can't base shit off the way people, because everybody deal with trauma differently. And emotions is something that everybody like the body movements is something that we have made reality.
Definitely.
Places, his movements may not be seen as suspicious.
I mean, they don't seem innocent to me. So they look like he chilling. Like, he don't look stressed to me. He don't look like, damn, I'm fighting for my life right now. He look like, shit, if I beat this shit, I'm that nigga.
Or he's looking at it like, I know I ain't do this shit, and my defense.
When niggas is innocent, they in there down bad. It's hurting. Like, I didn't do this shit. Y'all can't get me. He looked like, and I ain't even been paying too much attention to it because I don't know the whole situation. But just what I see and the shit I be seeing, he be smiling. He be turning back to the people in the little back in the bleachers and shit. Like, he look. Nigga look like a star and shit. He the head quarterback. He like, yeah, you see me already. You see that pass right there? You hear that motherfucking John? Man. if he turned back to the brain, he'll look like no stress. But like you said, I don't know his situation. I don't know how he handles stress or none of that shit. But to me, it just looked like, he looked like he chilling.
Yeah, and it got to do with a lot of that energy he put out there in the world too, because he got a couple songs talking about he killing his best friends and about he's a murderer. I'm a murderer. He's something that song. No, I'm a murderer.
That's what be crazy. Niggas don't even gotta get snitched on no more. They just make a song with the whole shit. I fuck with Buddy Little song though about scamming, little scammer song. He walk around with the little scammer chain and shit. He made a whole song about
Damn Punch.
I don't know his name, but he made a whole song about how to do it and shit.
Blew his ass up though. he getting looked at by the FBI now at this point.
Yeah, I bet he dumb for it, but that shit was banging. You feel me? Some kids was definitely taking notes, like, oh yeah, we own this.
But now that he gave the recipe, they gonna tighten it up real quick.
Yeah, but I mean, the way he gave the recipe, it sound pretty fucking good. You feel me? That cake he making sound delicious, yeah. Oh my God!
All that he had to swipe, machine.
Yeah, the swiper chain. I'm like, yeah, he really found that life, boy. Yeah.
But you see that type of energy he put out there, he got it back because now the FBI on his ass.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what putting that song out there the way he put it out there. But I mean, he also, his shit that he done definitely gone viral. If he start dropping some merch with the little swiper card on it, in his face, he can make something start going legal.
He definitely can turn that shit upside down. Now, I will say this though, I do believe that people who are in the streets, they do have an extra advantage because they are learning quickly how they're learning capitalism at a rapid rate, and they're learning it at a young rate. And when you're learning the capitalism type of formula, which is you got to step on the next man in order to get to where you need to be, and you got to get this money by any means necessary, then you are at an advantage than some people who are just civilians. Because it takes them to learn about capitalism in the workforce. You know what I'm saying?
And they don't teach you that shit in the workforce because they like, nah, you the people we stepping on, keep working.
Right. And the people on the streets automatically get that, and they know that. So when they do decide to go legal, they excel quicker because they already know that.
I could run a business because I know everybody trying to fuck me already. So I'm finna be watching every move y'all making from the jump, and I'm knowing I'm gonna get you the way I can get you when I can get. Rather it be you than me. Shit.
Right. It's sell or be sold. You know what I'm saying? And that's how, even though I'm not in the streets, but I look at work like that. You know what I'm saying? I look at work like the streets because in a sense, you got to make sure that you watching your back at all times. Somebody is always looking at you. People are always trying to get to in the position that you in or take the shine away from you, just like you in the streets. If you getting it, you know what I'm saying? You got a block booming. A nigga on the next 3 blocks down, they see you boom,
watching your shit. Hell yeah, you're like, oh yeah, we need to drop a dime on this nigga right here.
We gotta drop a dime on a nigga. So that mean that for me, I gotta move tight and right. So at work, I know niggas is looking for me to fuck up, so I'm not gonna give them no inch so they can put me off where I'm trying to be at. Just like in the streets, you gonna be tight. You ain't gonna be moving. You gonna move a certain way. You gonna hang with a certain people. You're not gonna really let people get too much involved in what you got going on in your life and shit like that. So I think it's good to have a street mentality, but I feel like it's good for you to use it for what it's supposed to be, as a stepping stool for you to get on your feet and turn your life around, and not as a lifetime resource of being a drug dealer. No.
I agree with you, but it's also like, okay, the main reason that most people that come from the streets learn to do something legal and change their life legally is because that street shit wasn't motherfucking working the way they wanted it to work. So if I became a billionaire, I'm a rapper, I'm a billionaire off of my street shit, what the fuck am I change for?
I don't understand.
All right, so most motherfuckers that go from like being in the street to being something successful in a business sense, something happened in between that taught them this street shit was not going to work for them.
Okay.
So they were like, okay, I need to do something else. And that something else is find my way into legal business that's going to make money.
Okay.
If rappers that are actually from the streets that are rapping about being in the streets, they succeeded with the street shit.
Right.
They never had a turning point that said this street shit is not working for me. The street shit worked. Now I'm a famous.
To a point where they said it's not.
Yeah, I mean, to the point until the law decides to come get them because they still doing street shit, but it's working for them all the way until that shit happens or they die.
Oh, what you saying is, once they become successful, they're still going to do the street shit because nothing
That's
is
what got them successful
from doing the street shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means that our mindset is retarded. We messed up in the head, really.
I mean, we definitely messed up in the head, but it's like there has to be something that comes along to tell them, okay, just because you got money don't mean this shit was working for you. It just means that you happen to be one of the lucky few that made money off of it, but now you need to change your ways of moving if you want to keep this money.
People know when you're an adult, I feel like as an adult, you know right from wrong, you know choices, you know good, you know what choices you should be making. Some people refuse to make the right change. And that's why you had these artists like, you know, Juice WRLD, got Long Live Juice WRLD. You have artists like who else people that you know, well, other artists that, you know, get caught up in the streets and die from the streets is because they are refusing to change. Like it's almost like what you're saying is an example of Boosie. Boosie is a person that grew up in the streets, got success, like you said, and still was in the streets, involved in the streets because nothing what maybe said he shouldn't be in the streets, but stuff did say he shouldn't have been in the streets. He got locked up. He was facing the death penalty. You know what I'm saying? But he's still.
But that's all shit that come with being in the streets, you know. So it wasn't like
he was doing. But this why he was successful though.
And so that's why he stayed doing it.
But that's retarded. That's retarded. Like, we have to understand. We have to hold ourselves accountable too. We make excuses for our immaturity in our culture. You know what I'm saying? And when other cultures look at Black people, they just see ignorance. And we like, why y'all think we ignorant? We out here owning. We got businesses. I got a degree. I'm in college. But you know, people represent you. And when you look at the Asian cultures, you know, Asian people, they don't have, you know, somebody that's like the clown or, you know, the drug dealer. It's not, you don't have like a representation of that. And
but they haven't had to, no other culture has had to go through anything the way that we've had to go through it. It's the systematic downfalls that's going to always make our everything different.
Yeah, but at some point we can't blame the system. Because we learned to master this. We learned to master the system. We took slavery. We learned to master that. We took civil rights movement. We learned to master that. We took segregation. We mastered that, and we put ourselves in a position to excel. So we can't no longer blame a system that was 100 years ago. When
hell no, you wrong right there. Look, just because we happened to make avenues in that system for a select few to be able to make it through does not mean we change the entire system to be for the better of all of us.
If we all have that same mindset, see, the thing is that all of us want to still be trapped in the white man keep holding us down. The white man.
The white man keeps holding us down is a fact. It's not what's trapping our mental. Like, I understand what you're saying. We do need to change our mental, but it's no matter what, no matter how you individually think or all of us individually think, the cops are still going to pull you over because you Black and take you to jail if they want to. That's something systematic that regardless if it's a white cop, Black cop, Hispanic cop, they're going to do it because they're trained by a system to do it that way. So regardless of how you think, shit, even fucking rich motherfuckers that's doing their shit correctly getting pulled over, especially if they in the wrong neighborhood and they fucking even if they riding in their little bands, they living their good life. I ain't never done nothing illegal. It's all Gucci. You're Black. I'm pulling you over. We having an issue. And if I can't put you in jail, I'm gonna put your ass in jail. You for sure gonna at least get a ticket. But if I can make it a situation, they gonna make it a situation. And that's a systematic thing. A systematic thing that's also a systematic thing is the bank, the way banks do with loans, the way that regardless of what your credit is or regardless of what your income is, if you are Black, you are guaranteed to get a less amount of a loan. And depending on the area, you may not be allowed to get a loan at all. These are systematic things that suppress our people. The little bullshit that we're doing and the mentality that we have is because we're in a survival mode of I got to figure this shit out to fucking get out of it, which is factual.
No, and you're right. It is factual. It is still systematic racism
Oppression.
and
Yeah.
laws of the land. But what I'm saying is let's hear me out. What I'm
Okay.
saying is we have the formula to change the laws of the land. You remember when it was Black Wall Street? We controlled America. You
And
know
what
why
happened
they
to
blew
it?
that shit up? Wait, you know why they blew
Yeah.
that shit up? Because we had the wealth. We was controlling assets. You know what I'm saying? And so it was a
And
lot
so what happened to it?
they blew it up.
And that's my point exactly. So anytime that we collectively are able to come together to build something, it gets destroyed by a system or by the white man. And then you're going to say, well, why don't we just do it again? Because I just watched it get blown up over there. So I'm going to slide my way away from, if I got a little bit of money, I'm moving out the hood. So I'm not associated with you ghetto niggas no more. And now I'm doing my own little shit by myself instead of trying to help y'all so that we can all do some shit. That mentality is gone.
It's not that it's gone. We have to bring it back. We can bring Jordans back. Jordan, there's somebody, I remember when you was growing up, they said these shoes will never come back out again. They bringing that shit back. We enslaving our own minds. We create, look, the world is we are in a matrix for real. What we say and what everybody agree with, it becomes reality. So if we create the reality that the system is never going to change, it will never change. But if we create a reality for our culture and our generations that we can change the system by changing our mindset, by saying, I'm no longer going to be a slave to getting fast money or out here, well, not even fast money, but I'm not going to be a slave to what we call the streets. And I'm going to be selling death to my people, or I'm going to be stealing from my people. I'm going to unite with my brothers and put our minds together so we can help each section, our own tribe, and then that shit will, it's like a fire. It's, black people is monkey see, monkey do. So if people uniting over here, then and people uniting over here, it's like a force type of situation. And the ones that don't, we just got to kill them.
Nah, man, that's not to kill the ones that don't. No, I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you that we definitely got to change our mindset and our goals and our focus. But all I'm saying is that the reason our mindset and our goals are not already like that still is because it's a system in place to make sure we don't think or act that way. Like the same brainwashing that the little white boy gets that says niggas is niggas, the little black boy gets that says niggas is niggas. He just happens to be black, so now he thinks I'm one of them niggas.
Yeah, but see, what you do is the Black Wall, when you got the Black Wall Street, what you do is you put your money into your people. You know how you starve somebody that's been eating off you? You stop giving them what they want, which is the resource. We black people are the resource of this country, of this world. So if we put our resources within each other, we create that reality that our money belongs with us, then we start draining the snake that's eating us.
Yeah, but and I agree with you, but I'm saying that's part of the brain. Like, unbrainwashing yourself is a difficult thing to do because look, it's a two-pronged brainwashing. Wait a minute, it's a two-pronged brainwashing. First, I'm telling the niggas that ain't got shit, you a nigga, you ain't never gonna have shit. Then I'm telling the niggas that got shit, them is niggas over there. If you associate with them, you a nigga too. So now if I got money, I'm staying away from niggas that don't got money so I can keep my money. And if I don't got money, I'm taking whoever got whatever because I think I'm a nigga.
That's true.
And I'm not saying we can't be retaught. Everybody can be retaught. But first it has to be explained to me that what I've learned is bullshit brainwashing. And if nobody comes in and says this is bullshit brainwashing, I'm like, okay, I'm doing what the fuck I'm doing.
Come on, Black Corn Man. People have been telling us that.
Nah, because I can tell you right now, if I ain't had no kids, I ain't have no 9-year bid sitting over my head, I'll be still on nigga shit. I couldn't be on this podcast right now talking about nothing. I had to get to a point where it was like, okay, this shit ain't working for me. Because I know if I didn't experience that, I would still be on that same bullshit.
If you go into jail, then I mean, it should not work it. If you keep
not if everybody in jail living Gucci, thinking it's cool, thinking it's Gucci. Like niggas in jail getting more money, more bitches than niggas that ain't.
And that should tell you something. I should tell
That
you.
tell you that the system will allow certain shit. The system say, okay, if you locked up, we okay with it because we know what you're doing. We control you.
No, what
If
that
you on
says
the
is that
outside,
we
we
the
want you to feel
resource.
depressed and feel like shit and eat this junk food and kill yourself or go to jail.
Yeah. It say we the resource no matter in what area of society we always gonna be a resource. Which is why they made the rule in the constitution that slavery is acceptable when you are
When you
in
committed a
jail,
crime.
prison,
Yeah,
committing
once you
a crime.
the only time slavery got not is, and what's funny is that the rule is actually that's the law that stops slavery. So it doesn't say that we can't have slavery. It just says as long as we have deemed you to have committed a crime, you can still be a slave.
Right.
Which is still fucked up because majority of the people that are locked up today have
Are
not
black
even been
people.
convicted of a crime. Not even to mention the ones that's innocent. Just the people that's locked up now haven't even been convicted of a crime. We haven't even said you guilty. You just sitting there because we making you sick. We want you to
So
take
if
a
we
fucking deal.
notice, right? If we notice, that's like it's like a person that know a fire is hot, but they keep touching that motherfucker. Oh, I know it's
We
hot.
don't.
Fuck it. I'm gonna keep touching. But if we
It's
know,
not a
why
collective
don't
thing that
we?
we know. It's an individual thing that we so individually, yes, I know it's hot, you know it's hot, but collective, we like, well, I mean, it's light over there, it's dark where I'm standing, I'm trying to get by the light. Some of us is like, that's a fire, nigga, don't go there. The rest of them is like, but it's light, we standing in the dark. Do I want light or am I gonna believe you telling me it's a fire? And then once I'm burnt, now I'm like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, it is a fire. But I gotta get burnt first to know it's a fire. Not
But
everybody,
you
but some
get
people gotta
burnt.
get burnt.
But then you get burnt and you keep touching the fire. What's that mean? That mean you insane.
No, because collectively we haven't all been burnt. And it's still some people that never stepped out. So look, it's some people that standing in the dark. They like, fuck it, I'm not gonna touch the fire, but I'm not going with you. You saying you gonna go build a light bulb over here? I'm not going that way neither. I'm gonna just stand right here and say I'm not touching that fire. I don't know why them people is stupid getting burnt, and I don't know what's going on the other side.
You know what you just explained? The stagnant people in our culture, the people that don't want to change, they just standing still, not moving, no motion. You know what people talk about motion? People can be moving in place and still not going nowhere. And
Yes,
so we
and
got a
that's the
lot of people in our
no,
society
no, go ahead.
that was motionless. They really don't got no motion because motion is progress. Nobody really pushing P. Pushing P is progress. Who really pushing P? We pushing P. We progressing every time we come on this podcast. But we progressing. We talk about something and how it's elevated. But we trying to get this message out to the world. That's why we go live so other people can hear it. You know, people don't want to hear it though. So how do we get? But they want to hear the music. You know the key. Oh, I figured it out. But I've been figured this out because I had an episode about the third eye and it's about musicians. They hold the key to us changing our mindsets. You know why? Because back in the day when we were slaves, music was our key to get out for freedom. And now because we using music to keep us enslaved, we have to protest against the artists to stop enslaving us mentally and put positive music out there.
I think relying on the art. I mean, I hear what you're saying, and I feel it. I'm feeling the vibes from it musically. We're trying to get there, but what I really think it is more on the people that are successfully doing it without having had to go through anything illegal. So it's the rich people that are rich that. This is the black rich people that are rich that are not coming back and saying, okay, look, I did this and this and this. Yes, I did have to struggle, but I didn't have to do anything illegal. Let me help you because I know that just because I made it doesn't mean you're going to be able to make it. But if I help you, you have a better chance of being able to make it. And instead, they're like, I don't want to lose riches trying to help some other niggas. So I'm just going to hold my shit.
Or even is that, and sometimes they even reached out and tried to help somebody, but people are stuck in that I'm going to get mines and fuck you type of mentality. They screw people over and mess it up for everybody. So
and that's definitely the case too. But I don't know. I'm always a devil's advocate, and I'm definitely gonna say the people that screwing people over haven't realized that screwing people over is not gonna help them succeed. Like in that way, you know. Like, yes, it can help you in certain ways, but in certain instances, it's not gonna help you. So until they learn that shit, until there's an epiphany that my life needs to change in some sort of way, I'm gonna continue to do the same shit. Even people that's not doing stuff illegal, that's just working the 9 to 5, and ain't nothing wrong with that. They just working the job. They don't wanna. They're not even looking to look for any other avenue of making money any other way. All they say is, I'm working this 9 to 5. I'm gonna die working this 9 to 5. I'm doing the same thing the rest of my shit because nobody has come to them and said, look, you could put a little bit of that money you make into the side and do something else. Give you a little more freedom. Help your kids get a little something.
You can have other streams too, but also, and this is for the 9 to 5ers like myself. You can stack a lot of money with 9 to 5. All you
9 to 5 got way more options than other motherfuckers. Y'all got consistent money. You able to say, look, I know how much is coming in and when it's coming in. I know how much I need for certain shit. Let me scale back some shit and put money to the side and do this. The 9 to 5 is really the secret, but it's just how you use it. If you're not using it properly, you just going it's the same shit. It's just like anybody else doing their shit. You doing the same shit forever.
Right, you right.
Which is nothing wrong with that. For some people, that's for, if that's for you, that's for you. I don't think that's for anybody really, but if that is for you, we like the world needs workers. You know, if we don't got workers, shit don't get built.
Yeah, but everybody is a worker at the end of the day. So at the end of the day, everybody is a worker. You had to work to get something, unless you are just scamming and stealing. And
no, definitely. I'm not saying that you like.
Even when you're doing that, you still working because you got to put the work in to get the lick.
No, definitely. It's still everybody has to put in work at some point. What I'm saying is that nobody should have to work forever.
Nobody should have to work forever. Yes.
Like
okay,
you can go like you can take your 9 to 5 and like you said, put it into other streams of revenue to the point that your other streams start bringing you more money than your 9 to 5. And then you get to a point where you can say, I no longer need to work this 9 to 5. I'm able to survive off this other stuff and do something else.
But why are we making it seem like working forever is a bad thing? Some people,
but I'm also saying it's not. I'm saying there's nothing wrong with that. I'm saying that we literally need that. Like somebody has to be willing to work forever because the newer generations are less likely to wanting to work. So somebody has to be working forever. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying personally, I wouldn't wish that on nobody because that's slavery in its own self.
If you look at it like that, or you can.
I mean, to me, even the doctor a slave. That nigga working for the hospital, he may be getting a good paycheck, but that nigga go there till he die. Them niggas be old, and that motherfucker be some old ass doctors. Nigga, you know damn well you want to retire, but you waiting because you got to make a little bit of money when you retire. Nah, fuck that shit.
But that's if you looking at it for the money aspect. Some people are working because they love what they do.
That's true too, but that's a real rare instance, I want to say.
I love what I do, so I'm rare.
You definitely are rare, and I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with working. I feel like you're getting offended.
No, I'm not getting offended. I'm not getting offended, but I just want to also tell because people that's gonna look back at this, because I'm a 9 to 5er, so
I'm a 9 to 5er too. On sometimes some years I'm a 9 to 5er, some years I'm not. There's nothing wrong with that. But like I said, the 9 to 5 gives you more flexibility to do other things with your money because you have a consistent income.
Yeah, and that's nothing. Just like being an entrepreneur, your shit is consistent too, in the sense if you have consistent customers, if your business is booming, so in a sense it's both consistent in the same way if you are playing your streams of income the correct way,
Yeah, but I mean, also running the bit. I mean, you're never, and depending on what it is exactly you're doing, you're never gonna have the exact same amount coming in every month. You know what I'm saying? Whereas the 9 to 5, I know what I'm getting. Like, I know what's coming in. When I go to this job, I give you these 40 hours. Y'all finna give me this motherfucking paycheck. That shit gonna be right.
No bullshit. Hey, did you hear about the Lil J shit?
What's it?
It's a Chicago rapper. His name he go by Double O. He from Chicago, Lil J. But some videos was crazy is Chicago.
Oh, him being gay in jail?
Huh?
That nigga was gay in jail. He had a nigga on his lap or some shit. What the fuck? And the little shit, he get on the phone like, oh man, it didn't even sound convincing. Like, nigga, you got to deny that shit better, boy. Get the fuck out. What the fuck?
He was like, no, with the main thing that he was denying was that wasn't him with the tranny sitting on the lap. But the other two videos he said was him about him choking trannies out because he was basically trying to say he don't give a fuck if a nigga gay or not. He's still gonna choke them out if they disrespect him. And I think he got kicked out of PC for, beating the trannies up. But the trannies say that he is a predator. So that means he like a Fleece Johnson predator. He like
How much time he got, or what? That he could do so.
I think he got like 7 years or some shit like that.
Oh, that's too short.
So he in the gang, he GD, so they got all the GDs calling him from jail. He tapping
Calling in to tap it in. Bro, what the fuck is you?
Clear this up, homie. But I don't know what the videos I seen. The first video, that shit definitely looked like that nigga. But if he's saying people can say a lot of shit as a man, if in the Black community doing something and you in the streets and you a gang member, that's like triple, quadruple strikes. So.
Yeah, he done fucked up with that shit for sure. The shit that get me though is damn, they got the security footage just out here online and shit. Like y'all jails suck. What the fuck?
Out the jails if I was Lil J, but I don't think you got no rights as a prisoner. So
yeah, you're a slave.
You're a slave.
Oh God, you can't say shit, dude.
But you see, we say, oh, nobody don't know. But we know if you go to jail for a long time, they not letting you have sex with no women unless you cool as shit and you fuck a god. But that's once in a blue moon for real.
Dude, if you in Cali, we got conjugal visits. You be alright. You gonna survive.
In Cali, they got conjugal visits.
Yeah, we got conjugals. You can set that up. You just sit down for a little bit and
Oh yeah, see that's sweet. So that's why it's probably not a lot of gay niggas in Cali jail.
Niggas getting they bitch to come, bitch. I need some coochie, man. You better bring your ass down here.
Right, but at the end of the day, most of the time you in that joint with nothing but men and shit, and this shit is crazy. So,
and that's the shit we need to start fucking teaching. Like, fuck all the other reasons not to be in jail. You ain't no coochie in jail. What the fuck? Come on, how you gonna survive?
What is up with? Because niggas feel like they gotta prove themselves and be in prison with men. So I don't understand that mentality. We gotta really change a lot of shit. So really, Kanye West, what he said was that we've been slaves for 400 years. Damn right, because we still slaves. We don't even know how. We don't even understand that we slaves with the shit that we got going on, So
yeah, but Kanye need to take his motherfucking pills. The fuck you mean slavery was a choice, bitch? Take your pills. Don't fucking play with me.
No, I think he was basically saying that. We allowed the white people to make us believe that we didn't have a choice. When in actuality we did. Like with Nate Turner, he was blowing their asses up. Because he understood that we had a choice, but nobody didn't want to listen to him because they were scared. I think that's really what he was trying to say. If you think about it like that, basically, we allowed white people to manipulate our minds to the point where we thought we had to be slaves. And we chose to be slaves. When in reality,
I hear what you're saying, but I hear exactly what you're saying. I understand where you're coming from. But what I'm saying is that we didn't just allow it. Niggas wasn't just up here like, fucking, like, put me in the chains. We watched a gang of niggas die. We watched a gang of niggas die and get raped. Niggas getting raped. And then we was like, you know what? I think I don't want that. I'd rather live. Thank you very much.
Cause if the slaves back in the day really listened to Nate Turner, if all the slaves listened to what Nate Turner was trying to tell them.
On the internet, Nate Turner was talking to a couple hundred niggas at a time. The rest of the world was slaved up.
No, but if Nate Turner's message went through all the channels, this is like black people, man. Like, some good tea gonna go through the channels, my boy.
Yeah, but even now today, certain shit don't get to every man. It's gonna get around to who it get around to, who's connected to who's connected.
Fool, something could happen right now that's viral as shit, and that motherfucker get to the whole entire world in 3 seconds. You don't think if some shit really, if we really like was thinking about this type of shit, like back in the day, this shit wouldn't be what it is. What?
No, definitely, but niggas was on the same shit they on now. Niggas trying to individually survive. I'm not, everybody not thinking, okay, let's all come together. I'm trying to
Yeah,
survive, right?
so we making a choice. So
I
we come
watched, I
together.
watched Tommy. We was on the same slave shit. Me and Tommy was on the same slave shit. That nigga got killed. I'm not gonna do what he did.
You it what?
Me and Kunta Kinte, we on the same slave ship together. I seen that nigga get killed. He got his foot cut off. He got killed. I'm not doing that shit. I want to live.
So what y'all do is you think of a better plan, my boy. Don't what's the better plan? The better plan is okay. We seen Kunta go by himself individually. He wasn't thinking. Well, he was thinking, but he didn't know. You have to come as a group, and now we gonna fuck Master up. What you talk about?
I agree with you, but I'm saying niggas not thinking that far. They thinking, I want to live. I watch this nigga do it and die. I want to live. I don't even want to talk. I don't even want to talk to y'all niggas about doing it. I don't even want to talk to y'all niggas about the conspiracy of trying to get free. I just watched that nigga run. He got free. He was free for a day. That nigga dead now.
But niggas are trapped on the corner. You saying that niggas is not thinking?
Because I see niggas trap on the corner and make it.
No, the niggas get shot at and they go back to the same corner.
But the amount of niggas that I seen make it versus the amount of niggas that fucking don't make it trying to do some legal shit, okay, I seen niggas make it. I know more happy gangbangers than I do happy niggas with jobs.
And guess what? The slaves that revolted against the master, they got set free. They ran away to a free state.
Well, I'll tell you this, they fucking children locked up in slavery right now, 2023. Shit, they may have got away, but they got. Well, they kids got brainwashed into the same bullshit the rest of us did. I'm just fucking with you. I hear what you're saying. I mean, I agree with you on a bigger level. I'm just saying from a devil's advocate point of view.
Devil's advocate, yes. Oh, okay, yes, we all can play devil's advocate, but you know, for real.
But it's also, but the devil's advocate actually has substance too, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers are in a sense of fear and survival, so they're not just gonna think about something bigger than themselves. Yes, thinking about something bigger than yourself could help you get out of that fear and survival, but I'm not even able to even think that far because I'm afraid and trying to survive.
Okay, I feel that too. That's true, and that's valuable. That is valuable. That's valuable. I'm just saying that we need to change. We need to change. It's like,
definitely, I agree.
It's like a gerbil going on a ramp.
A wheel, a wheel and shit.
A wheel. We going in the wheel. We like, ooh, I see that cheese outside the wheel, but if I get outside the wheel, then what? You go get the cheese, but niggas don't know that.
Yeah, but I seen that other nigga get the cheese. I seen that rat get some cheese over there, and that nigga dead. That shit look, it was a rat trap. So maybe I don't want no cheese.
Maybe I don't want no cheese. You feel me? So I mean, hopefully
we just gotta start our own shit though. That's our problem. We be trying to fucking mess shit too much.
We have people that have their own shit. You have your own shit.
No, wait. But when I say our own shit, I mean our own like little country. Like we need to be manufacturing things. We need to have grocery stores. We need to have our own banks so that we can lend to ourselves.
Ethiopia.
But in Ethiopia, they're still getting raped for their resource. Like you said, literally, Africa is the greatest land of resources, the resource of everything, and they're still getting raped for their resources, getting taken out of there by other places coming in there because we're trying to assimilate. Too often we want to say, well, it looks good that the white man got it instead of trying to make it ourselves. We want to just get what they gonna give us. Or the Chinese, man, especially the Chinese is going crazy in fucking Africa. They doing worse than the white people. They sound like me on a business deal. They like, let me sell this to you and I need a little percentage for the rest of your life type shit. Like,
what we do is we beat them at their own game. We get in black people, all the elite of the world, black people in this United States of America need to formulate an organization where they in the direct communication with the elite of African countries, and we need to come up with a plan to buy the ports so that way we can control trade with just between us. And then if we control the ports, then we need to control the boats. We need to buy all the ships. You know what I'm saying? Or have a type of agreement where only we selling to the African Americans in the United States and we only trading with the Africans in Africa.
Yes. Yes, that's it
But
exactly.
that's
That's
what
what I'm saying.
Gaddafi was
We need to
trying to do.
we need to cut out everybody else and say, look, we doing business with us, and if you're not doing business with somebody that's been approved by all of us, it's not happening for you.
But that's what Gaddafi was trying to do. That's why they killed him. He
Yeah, I
was
know.
trying
That's
to
why he did.
basically build the Bank of
That's
Africa.
more to my point though. That's why he dead. So I just seen this nigga get killed when we trying to run
But
free.
he
Fuck,
did
I'm
it,
about to
but
run, trying to
Gaddafi
run
did
free
it.
too.
But Gaddafi did it wrong. And I'm gonna tell you how he did it wrong. He did it wrong because he was trying to just do it himself and with people that he know. When he should have been trying to build relationships with other nations. But the conflict is that he probably felt that they was going to try to make it their own and not go with the plan that he had, which I understand. But if he would have maybe, we have to take that what he was trying to do, and we have to know that we need unification in order for it to happen successfully.
Yes, factual. Let's all follow, but that also takes, us taking the risk of saying we're gonna trust somebody to lead a situation or trust somebody to be in charge of some shit
Yeah,
that's actually
that's
gonna be
true.
mutually beneficial, and that's niggas. That's be our problem with coming together. We like, hold on, you want me to put my money in this pot for what? Y'all gonna what? Y'all saying y'all gonna do this, but is y'all really gonna do it?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's a good point, man. Man, this was a good show, Joe, man. Shout out to us, man. Shout out to us.
Shout out to Dr. Umar. You feel me? Trying to make change, Dr. Umar.
Shout out to Kevin Samuels. Long live Kevin Samuels, man. We need you here on this Earth Day.
Oh, shit.
But tell us, man, Black Hole Man, if God forbid, if you was to die today or tomorrow, man, give us a quote that you can lead the world with that we can remember you by.
Man, we coming back with the classic. This is probably one of the first quotes I ever heard in my life that stuck with me. Life is a vagina. Fuck it.
That's right. Life is vagina. Fuck it, baby. You feel me? Now, what can they do to purchase your brand wear, Black Core Man, and how can they, maybe contribute or help make your business grow further?
Okay, it's a couple of different ways. The main one I'm gonna say is to tap in with the website blackcornman.com, buy some merchandise, wear that merchandise, post about that merchandise, spread the word, put it out there. That's one way. The second way is I do have an ATM and vending machine company. We are always looking for locations. If you live in South California, the south part of California, anywhere in South California, and you think you can secure a location to put a vending machine and or a ATM, hit me up and let's make it happen. You can earn from it. The location will make money, and I'll also make money. So let's all eat.
Let's all eat, man. Hit my man up. This is a Black man being successful, man. Black father out here doing this thug thizzle. Now, my quote for today is my classic quote. I put this quote in I got this quote from my dad too. So the quote is, why just buy the hot dog when you can buy the hot dog stand?
Yeah.
Why give your money to somebody for a hot dog when you can build your own stand and eat your hot dogs and sell them and make some money? You know what I'm saying? Ownership is the key to our freedom. That's the moral of that quote. And make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, big homie _ backup page 41 smiles, something like that. Oh, hold on. It's big homie _ smiles backup page 41. Follow me. Shout out to RG Simba, man. Make sure y'all go check in with his Coming With Extra. He just dropped that joint. Shout out to Q the Fool, man. He locked up, but free Q the Fool. Check out his new song, GQ. That bitch fire. Check that joint out. GQ by Q the Fool. That joint fire, man. Shout out to Nucci. Shout out to Backyard Band. Shout out to Capitol Heights. Y'all see the shirt? You feel me? Big Capitol Heights. Big 41 shit, you know what I'm saying? Big Merlin shit. Shout out to my fraternity members and sorority members of the streets out there in Los Angeles, California, man. That's my second home. I appreciate y'all, Black Corn Man. We out this bitch.
Yeah.